Imagine a journey that's decided by every bet you place. Eating, drinking, sleeping and travelling all come down to the way you play.
Is that Coach?
It's Coach.
It can be the difference between a luxury suite or a crowded hostel. 6 games, 6 cities. This is Bet and Breakfast. The rules are simple. The team gets €1,000 to bet with and a handful of experts to help them on their journey to place the perfect bet. The amount of funds available will determine how well they travel. In Stockholm, Jibril Cisse sent a team to challenge Team Drogba. Andrew and Gonth managed to win when Hammarby scored in injury time. Coach Drogba promised them a treat in Barcelona. Our brave and confident contestants are Team Drogba, Daniel Gonthia, a famous YouTuber and a skilled FIFA gamer, and Andrew Henderson, current and 5-time world champion football freestyler. Team Cisse, Anouk Hugendijk, former Ajax player with 103 appearances for the Dutch national team, and Sian Garnier, 2-time world champion professional freestyler.
So finally we're in Barcelona. This is our city.
Yes, this is for us.
Yeah.
The adventure continues in the second largest city in Spain, known for Sagrada Familia, tasty tapas, and one of the best football teams in the world. Welcome to Barcelona. While Gonth and Andrew check in at their 5-star hotel, Anouk and Sian arrive at their low-budget accommodation.
So this is an interesting place.
Are you sure it's the right analyze?
This must be the loser hotel.
I got a little text off Drogba, man.
Yeah? What did he say?
Yeah, basically he's just saying, hey Drogbas, I hope you like the car I got you. Keep winning and I'll make sure you boys are treated well. Enjoy Barcelona, boys.
This is small.
Typical Barcelona view.
Coach is calling. Come.
Hey.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, what's up?
Hi guys, you okay?
Yo.
Hi. Yeah, you?
Good. Glad to see you in Barcelona.
Thank
Guys, this time, Will's the first time. It's fine, it's okay. I remember in 2005, Champions League final against Milan. We were 3-0 down at halftime. We managed to come back and to win the Champions League. So nothing is impossible. We're gonna keep fighting. We're fighters, and we're gonna do it this time, right? Plan.
Okay.
I can see in your eyes you have a plan. I see
You
you
do.
ready. Yeah. Guys, information. Go to work. See you soon.
Bye.
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 Yo. What's up, man?
What's up, bro?
All good, yeah, not too bad. Hey, Coach Drogba's calling.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, let's see what he's got to say, yeah?
Come on.
All right.
Let's go, bro.
How's
Let's
it going?
I hope you like the hotel, huh?
Yeah, we love it. Thank
so
you.
So nice, man. Massive pool as well. Thank you.
So guys, there is no other game like El Clasico, one of the biggest rivalry in the history of football. The only way to know what it's like to play a game like that is to experience it. That's why I want you to meet with Eidur Gudjohnsen, my former teammates, who also played 3 seasons for Barcelona. And say hi to Eidur for me.
Eidur Gudjohnsen, aka the Iceman, has played several El Clasicos for Barcelona and has won both La Liga and the Champions League with the Catalan club. Let's see what he has to say about tomorrow's match.
There they are, the boys. What's up, man? Nice to meet you.
Welcome to Barcelona.
Nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good to see you. Have a seat. Have a seat. I got a call from your coach, Didier Drogba. Asked me to give you some inside information on El Clasico, which is probably the biggest game in European football, if not world football. Just to give you a bit of an insight, I remember in the dressing room once before an El Clasico, it was written on the board, just relax guys, there's only about 500 million people watching.
Jesus.
How do you think the teams are going to, how do you think they're going to fare in the changing rooms for this El Clasico?
Yeah, there's a lot of intensity, there's a lot of pride at stake. You live the whole week building up to this game. After last game, all they talk about, the El Clasico is coming up. It's coming up. All the papers, all the people, they're just such anticipation for this game. Now it's here. If you join in to those emotions as a player, you start to live the game even before it starts. Yeah. It's almost impossible not to have the intensity, and you have to have such a wide range of imagination on this can go anywhere. Anything can happen. Almost expect the unexpected, you know, be ready for that.
Just like obviously one of the biggest games in Spain, like you were saying, massive rivalry, two of the best teams in the world. It's going to be high intensity, emotions. It's surely going to be a lot of cards. What do you reckon?
That is one certainty for this game. You'll see a lot of yellow cards, if not reds. Not only because it's the El Clasico, it's because of the history between the two clubs. We've got Barcelona unbeaten in the league, so Madrid would want to stop that one from happening.
You know, obviously you got Messi, you got Ronaldo. What are your thoughts on the goal situation?
Recent games between the two have shown that there have been lots of goals. And there's something about these two, Messi and Ronaldo. When one of them scores, the other one has to score as well. They feed off each other, those two. They put pressure on each other. Right, boys, I wish you all the best. Enjoy the game. Great to see you.
Thank you very much for your
pleasure. Thank you.
Say hello to Drogba for me.
No worries.
All right, boys.
Catch you later.
Take care. Some real insights there, right?
That was mad. We've just heard it from the guy who's been in one of the biggest games ever.
He has.
He's worn the shirt.
He's worn the shirt. He's been in the stadium. He's been in the changing rooms
That
for
atmosphere.
El Clasico. He's experienced the atmosphere. He's experienced the pressure. So he knows everything that's going on.
And he was saying about how in high intensity this game can get. He was saying that the pressure is just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's so much to think about, really, isn't there?
So,
side bets, especially.
Cards.
Yeah.
Interesting one to talk about.
Definitely.
Corners.
100%.
Interesting one to talk about.
That Ramos header, you know I love that.
Ramos
goal.
I
love that Ramos header.
You want a Ramos goal, so we're going to put that in there. Maybe just a small bet.
Only a small bet, but it's still there.
And result, we're thinking draw.
We're definitely thinking on the draw.
What about goals? Do you think there's going to be goals like Eidur said, like Messi scores, then Ronaldo will probably score because they fire each other on, they spur each other on. Do you know what I mean?
And like he said, the lead up from the whole week, it's going to be a madness. It's definitely going to be goals. I agree.
It's going to be chaos. It's going to be emotional, and it's going to be epic. I can't wait, mate.
While Gonth and Andrew continue their discussion, Anouk and Sian have done some research of their own.
They're huge rivals, so that makes it even more complicated. My first thought was Madrid, but Barcelona didn't lose one of the games this season. I've seen the stats, and they won 70% of the home games against Madrid.
There is another statistic, which is if Ronaldo scores during this game,
Yeah.
he's gonna equal the number of goals of Di Stefano for the Clasico record. And also in the psychological way of this game, Clásicos look like a final. If I was a football player and I play for Madrid, I will be more motivated to beat Barcelona.
Both teams get an early night while the sun sets in the Catalan capital. It's game day, and El Clasico is all over the news. But what is a reliable source of information? It's time for Team Cisse to get some advice from Katarina Gospic.
Hi guys! I hope you're enjoying Barcelona. Today I'm going to talk about desirability bias. And desirability bias is about giving an answer that people want to hear. So the most important structure in the brain that's responsible for reward is called stratum, and it's located around here. So when we get other people's confirmation, stratum lights up and gives us a feeling of pleasantness. And that's kind of the reason why we tend to over-report the good things. Let's say that there is this coach reporting on his team. He will, of course, always state the good things, and he will never reveal that Messi had a stomach ache or that Ronaldo had a cold or something like that. And it can be the same thing for journalists. Let's say that there's a journalist favoring one of the teams. Even if he knows these things, he might not report on it. So guys, now when you're placing your bets, it's really important that you're questioning your source and that you're considering the information, because is it about opinions or is it facts?
I can understand what she says. You will never tell the other team about your injuries. For example, when I have an ankle injury, if the other teams know, they would kick you all the time on your ankle. I would do that.
Really?
Yes.
So that means like if I tell you I have injury now and we have to play a game, you're gonna kick my leg
of
like
course.
straight away? No.
I use all the opportunities to win.
While Team Cisse talks about injuries and desirability bias, Team Drogba goes to Montjuic to meet Anthony. It's time to extend your game.
All good, man, all good. You all right?
So I hear you're living the high life after your fantastic win in Stockholm. Congratulations. What I don't want you to do now is crash and burn. It's very easy to get carried away after a good win, start going in too hard. I'd really like you to actually reduce the amount of bets you're doing.
We have kind of highlighted a few things that we're going to be going for in this game, man. Side bets. We're talking corners, cards, goal scorer markets.
Yeah, assists even.
Yeah, just side bets because we're going to get more value for money in a game like this anyway because Barcelona are the obvious favourites.
Barcelona have gone a record 41 games in the Liga without losing, and that's 34 this season, so they need 4 more. So when it comes to cards, if this is going to be a rivals game, you'd usually expect a lot of crunching tackles.
Yeah.
When it comes to the main match odds, you might want to take a little bit of a back seat. Have a bet before the match, then have a look at the match early on, see how it plays out. Still have your side bets beforehand, but it might be worth taking a watching brief. What are the final lineups going to be? What's going to happen during the first half? Well, it's great to see you guys again.
Yeah, you too. Good to see you, Anthony.
Useful.
Good to see you, man.
Good
to
luck
see you.
And bet responsibly, guys.
Catch you in a bit, man.
Take care.
Catch you in a bit.
Yes, mate.
After meeting Anthony, Team Drogba has a lot to talk about. The focus seems to be on side bets. El Clasico is about to kick off.
So the game is closed.
Yeah, so what we decide then?
I think we have to go for Barca. Yeah, they play a home game. They didn't lose so far. They score more goals, more clean sheets.
Full-time bet, Barca.
Yes.
I like that. Let's go, we're gonna win.
Team Cisse decides that they believe in the home advantage and that Barcelona will win.
What's up? And
Hello.
this is the winner team.
Losers. It was hostel.
Cozy.
Easy,
all we
easy
need.
peasy, you know?
Enjoyed staying in the hostel.
Of course, we like that, you know?
used to that.
Whoa! Whoa!
What are you thinking, man?
I'm thinking draw.
Yeah?
Yeah, to be honest,
Little draw?
I was set on Madrid winning, but that's just kind of, there's a little bit of a bandwagon effect there.
Remember we said
On the other
none of them
side.
are really playing for anything. Barca have won it. Madrid in the Champions League final. Draw.
Yeah.
It just makes sense for a draw.
I think draw.
Yep. Draw.
Happy with that?
Yep. Boom.
Submit it.
Boom. Let's do it.
The guys think both teams have bigger priorities and a draw seems more likely. Kick off El Clasico. Early goal by Suarez for Barcelona, 1-0.
Yeah, true.
Where was this in Rome, huh?
Ronaldo answers directly, 1-1, but it's still early in the game.
There's the yellow cards are flying out now. Game's getting quite heated.
You see that? Another one.
Team Cisse's bet on under 5.5 cards is now under threat with the game heating up.
No, it's not okay.
It's getting physical in here.
Physical.
Where's the yellow card? Where's the yellow card?
There you go.
Give a new card.
Another card.
Another card. That's some cards.
The cards are flying everywhere and Anouk doesn't look too happy. Red card for Barcelona and the bet on cards is dead for Team Cisse when we go into half-time.
It's half time. We need Anthony. We definitely need him.
A lot happened in the first half and Team Cisse could use some help from Anthony.
Evening.
Good to see you. How's it been going?
Not so well.
Stressful.
Yeah. And you've obviously got Barcelona to win.
Yeah.
And now they're down to 10 men. What are you thinking in terms of tactics for the second half?
We're thinking of doing the opposite. So all the money on Madrid.
Okay.
Maybe we're gonna go for Madrid now because they are more advantage. But what I want to see is like in the last 5 minutes, maybe Barcelona can still have a chance to win. After for Messi, one player or less player for him, it doesn't mean anything because in 1 or 2 passes he can make the difference. So I think we should analyze if in if Barca can still have occasion to score a goal. And from this vision, we can bet on Madrid or Barcelona.
I would wait just to make sure, because they might swap one of the players off and change
So
the
only,
formation.
let's wait 5 minutes
Yes.
in the second half, and then make the bet?
Make a decision, yes.
Team Cisse decides to wait a bit into the second half before placing any new bets, while Team Drogba stakes €550 on Madrid to score over 2.5 goals. Suddenly, Team Drogba sees Ronaldo on the bench. They miss the substitution at half-time.
You've got to blow up for that. You've got to blow up for that.
And then 2-1 Barcelona.
What I tell you at the halftime? I told you at the halftime once again.
Things are not looking good for Gonth and Andrew. Gonth's countryman Gareth Bale puts it in and it's 2-2.
I'm hostile, man. You get used to them hostiles, man.
Both teams need a goal. Team Cisse a goal for Barcelona and Team Drogba a goal for Madrid.
It's time, come on. You're not gonna do it. Not 2 times in a row. Finish.
The game has ended and neither of the teams are happy. Gonth and Andrew did win against Anouk and Cian, but they all agree that there were no winners tonight. Team Cisse didn't win a single bet and Team Drogba only managed to win on 1 bet. Let's see what Cisse and Drogba have to say about the result.
Hello.
Hi guys.
What's up?
Tell me, did we beat Team Drogba?
We lose again.
Did you listen to Katrina's and Anthony's advice?
We did, and we even listened to you. We did some research and we went for Barcelona at that time. And you know what's happened, like red card and everything cannot be, it was unpredictable.
Yeah, that's what happened in Clásicos, you know, a lot of pressure, a lot of stress. Yeah, so guys, now it's 2 losses in a row, so we need to change something and start winning, right?
They've been up.
Exactly.
Good. So next stop, it's in Lisbon. I want an improvement on your side. I know you work a lot, I know you do a lot of researches, but we're not winning.
Not at all.
We need to win, please.
Yes, we do.
We will.
Yes.
Get some rest and get back to work tomorrow.
Thank you, coach. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hey team, how was the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was alright.
It was alright.
Better.
Yeah, the thing is we won, but we lost a lot of money. Sorry.
Okay. Is that bad? Didn't you listen to the expert guys? What happened?
We tried.
We tried, man. We had some close bets. It was really close, and at least we beat Real Cisse's team.
And you still lost some money overall. You know, guys, it sounds like Rome all over again, you know. You can't just bet with your heart. You have to use the brain.
That's
because
true.
that's still a loss.
That's true.
Okay, I have to go. Next stop is Lisbon. I'll talk to you then. I'm not happy with you.
Sorry, boss.
Sorry, Coach Drogba.
Bye.
Bye.
Neither one of our teams will be doing a victory dance tonight, and both are wondering what the consequences will be at their next stop. It's time to leave the leagues behind for the biggest football tournament of them all. Which country is the best in the world at the art of football? Our next stop is Lisbon. What will happen? Will both teams get low-budget accommodation? Are international matches easier to bet on? And who will be the expert for stats and stories? Find out in the next episode of Bet and Breakfast.